Good morning, fourth graders. For Mrs. Greer, here are your math word problems. Please make sure you solve using the RDW method. You may solve these on paper, then type your answer in the text box provided. In September, Liberty Elementary School collected 32,537 cans for a fundraiser. In October, they collected 207,492 cans. How many cans were collected during September and October? So you'll need a piece of paper to work this out, but they're not asking us to round. They want to know the exact number and how many cans they collected in September and then all together in October. So I want to find the total, and that means I need to add. Now, usually when I add, I like to put the bigger number on top. That way I can make sure all the numbers are lined up. So I'm going to write 207,492. And then I'm going to add 32,537 and make sure that you're lining up your numbers correctly. So 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 5 plus 4 plus 9 is 10. 7 plus 1 plus 2 is 10. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I just bring down that 2 because really that's a 0 there. And so my answer is 240,029. And so I can type that into my box and I'll say there were 240,029 cans collected in September and October. All right, and so if you need to pause your video, you can copy this on a piece of paper and then we'll go to the next slide. Slide number 3, but it's question number 2. A baseball stadium sold some burgers. 2,806 were cheeseburgers. 1,679 burgers didn't have cheese. How many burgers did they sell in all? Again, so here's another in all question. They want to know how many burgers were in total. And so if I want to know the total number of burgers, I'll need to add. I could put that in a tape diagram if I wanted. I'm going to make a bigger box because of two different numbers. I could have 2,806. And those had cheese, so I'll put a C for cheese. And then I had 1,679, and we'll just say no cheese, no C for cheese. And they want to know how many burgers in all. And so to solve that, all I need to do is add these two numbers, and it'll tell me how many burgers there were all together with and without cheese. So I'll put my bigger number on top, 2,806 plus 1,679. 9 plus 6 is 15. 7 plus 0 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. And 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. And so my total was 4,485 burgers. And then I can type that in there. The baseball stadium sold 4,485 burgers. And I'll erase some of this here so you can see. And again, you might want to just pause the video to copy the answer on a piece of paper, and then you can move on to the next one. All right, slide number 4, question number 3. On Saturday night, 23,748 people attended the concert. On Sunday, 7,570 more people attended the concert on Saturday. How many people attended the concert on Sunday? All right, so when we take a look at our information, we know that on Saturday night, they had 23,748, and on Sunday, they had 7,570 more. So this is a comparison tape diagram. So we'll have our tape diagram like this, and we had 23,748, and that was Saturday. So I'll put SAT for Saturday. And on Sunday, we had that number plus 7,570 more people attended the concert than on Saturday. So Sunday had more people than Saturday. How many people attended the concert on Saturday? So to find out this total, all I need to do is add. So I want to write these in a vertical position because horizontally it's difficult to add. And I always start with the bigger number on top, 23,748 plus 7,570. 8 plus 0 is 8. 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 5 would be 13. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 3. And then I have 1, 2, 3 and a comma. So my answer would be 31,318 people attended the concert on Sunday. So I'll type that in there. 31,318 people attended the concert on Sunday. We're almost done. This has been much easier. Oh boy. Okay. Slide number 5, it's question 4. Meredith kept track of the calories she consumed for 3 weeks. The first week, she consumed 12,490 calories. The second week, 14,295 calories. And the third week, 11,116 calories. About how many calories did Meredith consume altogether? Which of these statements will produce a more accurate answer? Rounding to the nearest 1,000 or rounding to the nearest 10,000? Explain. So we have two steps here, actually 3. First, we need to find how many calories did Meredith consume altogether, which is a rounding, which we have to change the numbers to make them easier to add. And then which of these estimates will produce a more accurate answer? Rounding to the nearest 1,000 or rounding to the nearest 10,000? So I would like to just add all 3 of these and get the exact answer. And then we can round to the 1,000 and the 10,000 and see which one was more accurate. So we have 12,490 in the first week, and then 14,295, and then 11,116. So if I add these, this is going to give me the actual answer. Right? I don't really need the actual answer, but I want to use it to compare. So 9 plus 1 is 10, 9 plus 1 is 10, and that would be 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 plus 1 is 7, and then 3. So the actual answer is 37,901. Although it doesn't ask us the actual answer, we'll need this to use for our comparison. So now it's asking us if we round to the nearest 1,000, will that give us an accurate answer? So let's use blue, and we're going to round to the nearest 1,000, which means I'm going to change 12,490. That's my first number, 12,490. And I have to round it to the 1,000th spot. All right, so this is my 1,000th spot. And I think, 2,000. And my other answer would be 3,000. Remember, we do that on the number line like this. 2,000 and 3,000. In the middle will be 2,500. And we think, what is this closest to? And then 2,400 would be underneath, so it'd be closest to 2,000. So that would round to 12,000. 14,295, again to the nearest 1,000. The 4 is in the 1,000 spot, so it has to be between 4,000 and 5,000. Is 4,295 closer to 4,000, or is it closer to 5,000? And the answer is it's closer to 4,000, so that would be 14,000. And then our last number, 11,116. That's a little odd to write since there's so many ones. The 1 is here, so that's my thousand spot. So between 1,000 and 2,000. Is 1,116 closer to 1,000 or 2,000? And the answer is it's closer to 1,000. So I rounded all of these numbers to the nearest thousand. And when I add them, I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 37,901. That's pretty close to the actual answer. But now let's round it by 10,000 and see if we get closer. Okay? All right. So I'm taking a look again at the same numbers, 12,490. And now I need to round to the nearest 10,000. The 1 is in the 10,000 spot, so it's going to be between 10,000 and 20,000. Is 12,000 closer to 10,000, or is it closer to 20,000? And 12 is closer to 10 than it is to 20, so this will round to 10,000. If you can't remember on the number line, we did it like this. So 10,000 would be here, and there's my 3 zeros. 20,000 would be here, 3 zeros. In the middle is always 5, so that would be 15,000. So we take a look at our actual number, 12. 12 would be right around here, 12,000. And 12 is closest to 10, so it would round to 10,000. 14,295. The 1 is in the 10,000 spot, so we can do it again right here. 14 would be under the 15, so again, that would be closest to 10,000. And the last one, 11,116. The 1 is in the 10,000 spot. So we'll go 10,000 to 20,000, and this is an 11, so that would be right around here. And again, that's closest to 10,000. So each of these numbers rounded to 10,000. That's their closest 10,000 spot. And so most of you know that 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000 would be 30,000. And so is this answer closer to that? So from these two, and my actual answer is 37,901. When I round to the thousands, it's 37,000. When I round to the 10,000s, it's 30,000. So it's pretty obvious to me that this answer right here would be the closest or the most accurate answer by rounding to the thousands place. So now I'll need to type that in the box. The actual number of, calories Meredith consumed in 3 weeks is 37,901. If I round to the nearest thousand, I will get 37,000 calories. If I round to the nearest 10,000, I will to the nearest 10,000, I will get 30,000. Rounding to the nearest thousand will give me the most accurate answer. All right, so let me erase some of the lines here so you can see the words. Again, if I were you, I would have a piece of paper and I would copy this down. And that way I could type them in without having any mistakes, get myself 100. And now I'll read it again. It says the actual number of calories Meredith consumed in 3 weeks is 37,901. If I round to the nearest 10,000, I will get 37,000 calories. If I nearest 1,000, if I round to the nearest 10,000, I will get 30,000 calories. Rounding to the nearest 1,000 will give me the most accurate answer. All right, and so we explained.